The perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy moves in a physical form. That's what this means. The images you hold in your mind most often materialize as a result in your life. There's an energy that flows to and through us, and this energy has no form. Think of this energy as spirit, unadulterated spirit, God, spirit, whatever you want to call this energy, it's flowing to and through you. Has zero form, and whatever you impress upon it through your thought process is what materializes into your life. And here's the thing, this energy is not differentiated from one person to the next. It's pure, unadulterated spirit energy. And the thoughts that you decide to focus upon with energy and repetition and emotion is what materializes in your life. The perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy moves into physical form. So naturally, we must be conscious about the thoughts that we are thinking about all of the time. So in other words, if you're having negative thoughts most of the time, you're going to manifest negative things into your experience. If you're having positive thoughts all the time, you're going to manifest positivity into your experience. You need not look any further than your results to understand what the balance of your thought is. And I'm going to give you a little tip here, a little strategy to help you with this. The balance of your thoughts represents somewhere around 60% or more of your thoughts. There's a University of Penn study with 350,000 business people and entrepreneurs. They uncovered a very amazing finding, which is that after they did a study over the course of 20 plus years, they asked them what they think about most of the time. The answer was for the top 10% in income and fulfillment and success, they answered what they think about most of the time is where they're going and what they want and how to get it. So kind of forward progress. Always thinking about the goal, focused in on their gratitude now, but where they're going. In the bottom 90% of that group of the 350,000 that were polled over a 20-year time, they said they focus on what they're worried about and what they're angry about. In other words, things they don't want. And finally, and probably the most damaging, is who's to blame for that. So worry, anger, and blame, as opposed to, for the 90%, as opposed to forward progress, goal setting and pursuing, gratitude where they are, and forward direction, always faced on where am I going, the balance of the thoughts there. So naturally we're beginning to see we want to be in that top 10%. We want to think about what we want most of the time. We want to use this law of the universe, the perpetual transmutation of energy, in its proper way to our benefit rather than to our negative. So if you start to have negative thoughts, be conscious of those and shift those thoughts as quickly as you can into a positive thought. And an effective way to do that, because I'm asked this all the time, how do you shift your thoughts? Number one is be aware of how you're feeling in the moment. If you're involved in a negative thought, you're going to feel crummy. You're going to feel negative. You're not going to feel very good. And then you can trace that back to the thought that you're involved in. Realize this, if you have a negative thought, it stacks one to the next faster than a positive thought. So you should be aware of your thoughts after a period of time, because you'll get really good at it. And then what, you might ask? Well, then reach for a better feeling thought. One of the things that I reach for is an affirmation with my goal. So as soon as I have a negative thought maybe that pops in, I reach for an affirmation that's in alignment with my goal. I'll give you an affirmation, which is I am expanding in love, success, and abundance every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. So there's a universal affirmation, and you say that and you become emotionalized with that, and it doesn't take very long for you to shift your vibration, to shift your thoughts in a positive direction, and the next thing you know, your vibration is completely changed and you're off that negative thought process. And get in the habit of doing that. This is a habit. The perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy is always moving into form. And it's our job to be conscious of the thoughts we're involved in so we can create the things we want to in our lives.